didn't realise.
Yeah.
This is better than when we tried to drive down here last time.
Hell yeah. Right, let's try and find somewhere to park.
Hopefully there'll be something down this end.
Yeah, maybe we can just drop it on the road somewhere, and then we might have time for some food before we do journey to hell. Yeah, we're here for Journey to Hell Freak Nights. We've just made the drive. We've got time to go to Velvet Coast to get some food, so all is well with the world. Quite excited for it. Heard mixed reviews about last night, about the opening night being a bit off, so hopefully it's a bit better. Yeah. We've certainly had our fair share of bad nights due to midnight, so
fingers crossed.
Just get some food. Not done it forever, and now we're going to do it twice in the space of 6 weeks. Ooh. So we've eaten. So
inhaled.
Now we inhaled. Yeah, it was a bit of a rush because we got in at 6. Struggled to find a table because it's school holidays and it's absolutely random there. Anyway. We're off to go in. I'm just going to go leave you in the car. You're not allowed to film anything between attractions, so there's no point in me carrying you around and breaking the camera. No. So we'll see you on the other side, and what we'll do is we'll sum up. We're going to try and break down each section of mazes and things and score them like we have been doing, and then we'll score the whole thing. So we'll talk to you afterwards about the experience, okay?
Yeah, and hopefully we'll take a drive down Seafront.
Yeah, we might drive up. If there's not too much traffic around, we might drive up and see the illuminations on the way around as well. It's a bit of a what if at the minute because we don't really know how long we're going to be. A couple of hours, I think, is what they've said, but
depending.
Yeah, depending. So, yeah, we're ending our Halloween season where it all began with the press preview for this like 6 weeks ago.
Well, the UK Halloween season.
The UK Halloween season, alright, whatever. Yo,
we're back.
Oh, I'm gonna sort this out. Yeah, so we've just finished. It is about 9 o'clock.
So we got in at 6:30.
We did. We had 6:30 slot. We got in about 6:40. We made it into the team before last, so they split everyone into groups.
Team.
And there's one more behind us, so if you come in, don't be too late.
No.
We were like maybe 10 minutes and we were cutting it fine. I guess they put you in a later group, but the next one's 8 o'clock, so you got some waiting to go. What we're going to do is we'll run through the bits in the order we did them. Different groups have to do things in a different order. And because we're scoring a lot of mazes, we're going to score each chunk as like a maze. Some are mazes and some are experiences. So yeah, we'll give all them a score and then we'll give the event a score at the end.
Yeah.
I think we'll both say to start with we really enjoyed it. It was actually a really good event.
Yeah, considering we saw some negative reviews regarding last night's opening night, we had a really good time tonight.
Yeah, I think so. There's some stuff floating around about it being a bit poorly organised. Like the content was good in the mazes, but not necessarily the organisation of it. I don't think we experienced anything.
We didn't experience any problem tonight. We didn't really wait around for anything. You waited for your kind of group that you were in 30 people.
Yeah, so there's about 40 people in the group from what we can gather. And when you go through all the mazes and the houses, they split down to about 8. Smaller.
So that gives you a chance, though. It's usually near a toilet. People can have a cigarette, that type of thing. Yeah. But other than that, we weren't waiting around for anything.
No, so the whole thing in the park was about 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. No, we're at 6:30 to 8:30, so about 2 hours. Yeah. And then we waited about half an hour. It took about half an hour to queue for Pasaje Del Terror and do that at the end.
Yeah.
More or less. So.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long. I don't think. Maybe 20 minutes. For Pasaje Del Terror, yeah, it wasn't that long.
So first thing, you go through. So you turn up at the ticket office and they're going to take you off to security. Oh, we didn't come in the door with security, they had to take us around.
Yeah, so it's worth mentioning, if you come in, go through the door at the car park at the back, that's where security is. Otherwise, they'll tell you to go whole around the outside and back through that door.
Yeah, just to check your bags and watch you down, whatever else.
We were running late, some guy had got a group of people who'd done the same thing and took us all off together, so... Yeah. That was okay.
And then they took you through in groups and we got this little intro speech from the army lady. So basically the gates to hell have opened and you're going into safe zones, you have to be decontaminated. It's all quite a fun speech to get everyone, and then you go and you get held where the fountains are. And
they have a little show there.
Yeah, there's a cool show. So the mayor came out and some stuff happened.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
So that was quite a cool little intro scene, actually, to set the scene a little bit and give you some story.
The acting was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, the acting was really good. But then you get split up into little teams, and basically you've got to go out and try and find some intel or find some weapons and stuff about and all these different sections.
So we were on the defence team, weren't we?
Yeah.
So they wanted us to find weapons and things.
Yeah, so try and find some stuff. And then we toddled off in our little group and we headed down towards like the avalanche area.
Yeah.
And there was like couple of people on the floor, and we stopped a bit, and then got mobbed by a bunch of the plague doctors.
Yes.
Which was kind of the start of the first thing for us. They hooded us.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is going to be some spoilers, but I can't really get away from it, I don't think.
Yeah.
They give you hoods, and then we went up and we got to do Icon. That was the ride. There was like this little like...
And you can do it blindfolded.
They give you a blindfold. And I think
and
they
we
were quite
sat
intense.
at the back.
We're at the back row because I'm a chunker. I've got to sit at the back.
And it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, like being blindfolded. So obviously they give you the hoods to do the kind of bit up to the maze, and then they swap it with blindfolds because you'd lose that hood on that ride, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's just like a mini hooded maze is basically what they do on the walk up. So they don't really have a maze, they do it in the street while you walk up, so you can't really see a lot.
And then the ride was amazing.
The ride was amazing. It's cool. Icon's a good ride anyway, but doing it literally blindfolded in the pitch black was bonkers.
Yeah. So we're going to rate that a bit as an experience. I liked the show, and I loved the ride, and yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, what score are you giving that? So there'll probably be a thing on the slide in a minute because I can't remember what it's called. I've got them at home on the slides, but
so out of 5, I'd give it probably a 2.5. 3? No, a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
That's right. I was going to go 3.5, I think, because Icon in the dark was brilliant.
Oh yeah, Icon was brilliant. But
the Freak Nights bit, the hooded bit, it was a little bit lame. Because you're walking up, you can't really see. You've got these hoods on. There was loads of plague doctors.
But the plague doctors were amazing, so that made up for that as well.
So yeah, they did a hooded maze without being able to make a maze out of it. So it was alright.
And Wee-Wee's... Oh, this is hard because I probably weed myself on Icon. 5. Icon with blindfolded made me wee.
Fair enough. Good times. Right, so then after that, we came off, we survived. Well done. We didn't get any intel for our team though, we were rubbish.
No, they told us that we had too much fun.
And our next stop was down at the Chinese maze turn clown maze.
That was good.
That was ace. That was properly good. It was a brilliant clown maze.
There was lots of actors in there.
There was loads. Ariane got squirted on.
Oh my, I had a water pistol to their face.
Yeah.
I could not see after that, so that was even more scary because I couldn't see where I was walking and I was at the front.
Yeah. But there was loads of good jumps in there. There's
loads.
Good theming. So it's just like, it's a maze anyway. You can't... They'd roped off the wrong entrances, so you were directed through it, which was nice.
A certain way, yeah.
But there was loads and loads of jumps in there. There's loads of clowns. There were a couple...
And you had some jumps at the end.
Yeah, we did.
Don't spoils.
There was a couple that tell a story through the middle as well, so they can keep your groups spaced out.
Yeah.
Like the group in front, you can kind of see them a little bit out of the corner of your eye, but then the woman was giving you a bit of story and a bit of spiel
it was
on the
very
bridge
well
and stuff. So
spaced out. I enjoyed it.
I did. I thought it was really good.
Oh, I forgot to mention there was a little photo up before, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, there's a photo up before with the clown on the wheel of death.
So obviously you got split down into a smaller group again to go through that maze. So
they were all about 8. Some were 7s, some were 6s, depending on what happened. But
so as a maze, I'd give that 3.5.
Yeah, gonna go 4.
Yeah,
gonna go 4. I think it was maybe it was probably one of my favourites for tonight. Actually, it was really cool.
It was really good, and I think on my Wii scale, it was a 3.5 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the front and I got all sorts. So yeah, that was really good.
Really enjoyed that one. So then we waited to get the groups back up. And the next stop
was a toilet break, cigarette break. There,
then we walked up across the front of Wallace and Gromit with a guy doing donuts on his little go-kart dune buggy thing. Don't know how we got that job, but that's got to be the best job, right? Just the handbrake turns and donut the thing around. So we went down to do the tunnels underneath.
Oh,
so you start from under... I don't know what it's under. It's the toilets near the river caves. That was cool. Like the story was that there was creatures down there. It made me go first. Like he jumbled the group up a bit, put me at the front. And then walked down this massive long tunnel. It was a really good long tunnel. Like, they didn't need no infinity mirrors down there.
No.
That was huge.
And then we met up with
actors were really good in there again.
Yeah.
Main character, and they come this way, and then there's some good jump scares.
Yeah, there's different kind of rooms and
there's a couple of creepy rooms, and again some bits where I don't know if they do it on purpose, but like you get a bit of story and then they move you on and stuff.
No, that was good.
There's some good story through all of the mazes today, I think. all of the bits. And then this cool, like, the finale end scene was very, very cool.
Yes,
there's a dude in the middle as well with his little butcher bar.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
I forgot about that. That was in the middle, but
yeah, he was funny.
He was very funny. There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Again, demonic related.
Decent length as well.
Yeah, it was. That's probably the longest maze there, in fairness, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was good.
Yeah, the finale was cool. I really like the finale.
I'm not sure what to rate
crazy
it.
sacrifice thing.
What do you think?
I think we're going to go 3.5.
I think so.
I'd be tempted to go for 4, but there's part of a story about a Minotaur being in there. It didn't quite pop up, so I was a bit disappointed by that.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think a 3 on the Wii scale.
Yeah, it's good. It's solid maze. There's not a lot missing from them as mazes, in fairness.
No, they've got the scares and the jumps and things there.
Yeah, and creepy characters as well, so that's cool. Then we came out of all those, and we went up to the Planet Rock building for. So they thought there was the story is that this professor's been looking and he thinks he's got a way to seal the portal to hell. And so you get a show in front of the. Like there was the professor, a couple of assistants, the army guys again. There's army soldiers everywhere leading around and doing bits and bobs.
So it was like a little show, really.
It's more of a little show.
You sat down and watched. The actors were good in there as well.
Were good in there. It was a good piece of storytelling, in fairness, with a little surprise at the end. Quite enjoyed it again. It's quite like, I mean, we did the seance at Terror Mountain. It's that kind of thing, like a small sit in a room and have a little experience, and then you move on rather than an out-and-out maze. But it's good use of the space they've got. It really fitted the story for this portal to hell as well. I think we followed ours around in quite a good way because we kind of got hooded and shoved down an icon, and then we walked around the park. But then we got like we've got a way to close the portal at the end.
Yeah.
That was the last one that we did, so I thought that was quite cool.
Yeah,
more by luck than judgment, I think. As a score?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I think I'd probably go about 3.
I was thinking about.
I don't know what I said for the others, but again, it's not an out-and-out maze. It was quite cool. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't too scary. I think a 2 on the Wii scale. Yeah. But there was some jumps in there.
And again, it helps tell their story for the whole thing of Journey to Hell. It really is like. I say it really is one story start to finish, but it isn't. They carry on this story about the journey to hell and doing all these little trials to try and find some stuff and try and survive because you survives and whatever.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily tie together the fact there's demonic nuns and then there's tunnels with butcher zombie types in and then there's clowns in another maze. It doesn't quite tie it together like it should, but there we go. And then we kind of came to this little bit of a random ending. We came down to the end and there's the story was, well, you're in hell, you might as well enjoy it. As you hit the S&M room, which is the back of the bag check.
Scantily dressed
entrance.
ladies and sex toys, basically.
Yeah, red walls. There was a demon head thing, and there was the still walker things, which I loved having to walk through them, coming up to you, giving you some chip in your face. But it was literally like it's not a maze. Can't really score it. It is just the end. You literally walk like through that. Normally you'd show your wristband, do the metal detectors. It's that building. Yeah. So it was quite.
And then you can check your photos out as well. There.
Yeah, that's where they're selling the merch, the hoodies, and the badges and stuff. So yeah, that was kind of. Then you come out of the park, and then you queue to do Pasaje Del Terror.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Which was fantastic. The guy on the queue for Pasaje Del Terror.
He was great.
He's the winner of the night. He had a long job because clearly he doesn't have enough lines and enough comments to deal with like a queue of people that are going almost back to the Pleasure Beach entrance. But he was a good laugh. He was great.
And it was a big queue, and they got through it quite quickly.
Yeah.
So are we rating Pasaje Del Terror?
Yeah, damn right we are. Pasaje Del Terror is great. It's a great horror maze. We did it the first time at the preview night.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 4.5 out of 5.
I think it's a 4.5. It's a beautiful maze. The actors in there are great. I was at the back again. Last time we did, I was at the back, and they all follow you out through their zones, like to make sure you're done and finished, and you're not going backwards. And that creeps me out more than anything. I think like it did that. That was the village at Extreme Scream, and I was at the back, and there was a big scarecrow guy following us. It creeps me out more than things jumping in front of you.
I'd say on my wee scale, it's a 3 3/4.
3.75.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good score.
It is.
It's good. A Pasaje Del Terror is good. It's £8.50 if you come on. If you come on your own, you can do that year round. I think if the Pleasure Beach is open, that's open more or less, like weekends and evenings and things. So
it is good.
Yeah, it's well worth £8, I think.
Yeah. Now to rate it as a whole.
Rate it as a whole. So I think it's a whole thing. I think we got lucky doing day 2.
Yeah. I really loved it, and do you know what? I want to come back and do it next year.
I'd come back and do it next year. It really was a good event. Like,
very unique.
I think they could do with. I think next year they will iron out the timings a bit, because so you can buy tickets at 6:30, 8 o'clock, or 9:30. So
I'd recommend having the early ones, because you're first in then, so there's no backlog.
Yeah, I think the 8 o'clock group looked like they were starting about 25 past.
Yeah.
They were assembling where they should have been. So
that's not too bad.
But realistically, I think they need to give the 2-hour window.
Yeah.
Or to find a way of shortening the groups. That's right. Or find a way of shortening the groups, so you can each party moves along to the next thing a bit quicker. But I think that'll all get ironed out. It seems like they've already done it from last night to tonight.
Oh yeah, from what we've heard, it was a shambles last night, and it was pretty spot on.
It was spot on, and the little army actor people that are taking your parties around and stuff were really
Do you know what?
well.
All the actors, I couldn't fault any of them. Oh, there we go. All the actors were spot on here, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Actors were good. What we experienced were good. Theming was pretty good.
The theme was good. My only real... I just said we were walking back to the car. It felt like they were trying to rush you through some of the tunnels maze a little bit. It'd be nice to have a bit of time and take in some of the theming and stuff. And
I think again, it's to try and keep everything
I think they had to. If every group did was through, because there was 4 groups. Was there 5 groups went through with us?
I think
there's 40 people in a group, so each group's got 5. There's like 25 groups to try and get through each attraction. That's a lot to try and get through. And if someone starts slowing down a little bit, it holds everything up. So
what do you think? I'm thinking an 8.5.
Yeah. It's quite high.
You think?
It's quite high. I'm trying to think what we've done with everything else. I think I'd probably go an 8. I think it's been a good event. I think it's all misses. I think I prefer ones where you go into a queue and there's some entertainment, and then you go to another queue, you do the next one. I like the fact they've put it together as a story.
I like the experience. I like the whole kind of being immersed into it and taken round. I like that because it's different. Yeah, I suppose in that respect it's perhaps a bit better than things like Yorkshire Scaregrounds, where you essentially do the same. But you're not led with anyone. There's no story to tie the things together. So I guess that. Yeah. I'm happy with my 8.5. Yeah. It's
cool. It's good. We definitely come and do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Next year.
Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. What was it? £27 a ticket? £29 each. Although if you buy a ticket, so if you bought it with a wristband for the park in the day, it's £19 the ticket. That's
off
not
if you buy
bad.
the both together. So
that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Or if you've got an annual pass, I think you can.
Yeah, there might be some discount for annual pass. We don't have one, so we're from Nottingham. So.
We'll put the link. There's a few more nights on, isn't there?
Yeah, it's on until the 31st, so a couple of days.
Yeah, so hopefully there's some tickets left.
Yeah. So that's it. That's us out for the time being for our Halloween shenanigans.
I hope this isn't the end.
If you've been watching all of them, thanks for watching. We're going to do like a summary video. We'll probably film that on Friday, I think, and then we'll get that up over the weekend with all of our scores, and we'll call it an award ceremony, but we've been scoring all our mazes, so we can give you like a top 10 maybe, and the one that made everyone wee the most, and the one that we thought was the best maze overall, and that sort of thing. We might do some other events, but it's unlikely. Today's Monday. We'll see. We'll see. Never say never.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably. Yeah,
Right.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.